What if the next Mac Mini isn't just an upgrade, but the first real proof that Apple's desktop lineup is about to get rewritten from the ground up? Because that's exactly what's shaping up here with the rumored Mac Mini M5. This isn't a small spec bump we're talking about. Multiple reports now point to a jump that could bring workstation-level AI performance into a box that costs less than most phones. If even half of what's being reported turns out true, the Mac Mini M5 might force people to rethink what a mini desktop is even capable of. So let's break down what's actually being said, what's likely real, and why the timing behind this release matters more than you'd expect. Here's something worth understanding before we get into specs. Earlier this year, plenty of signs pointed to an Apple Silicon refresh landing much sooner than it now appears to be arriving. But global memory chip shortages, driven largely by the AI infrastructure boom, appear to have thrown a wrench into everyone's plans, Apple included. Tim Cook has publicly acknowledged supply constraints dragging on longer than expected. And that lines up with something you can actually check yourself right now. Certain higher memory configurations of the current Mac Mini have quietly disappeared from Apple's store. That kind of silent disappearance usually means one of two things: a supply crunch or Apple clearing shelves to make room for something new. Right now, it genuinely looks like both. Now let's get to the part everyone actually cares about, the chip itself. Confidently, reports suggest two variants once again, a standard M5 and a more powerful M5 Pro for people who need serious horsepower. According to analyst estimates, the base M5 could land somewhere around 8 to 10 CPU cores paired with 10 to 12 GPU cores, while the M5 Pro reportedly pushes further with a dual die design, fusing two chips together for a genuine performance leap. But here's the number that's turning heads. Early M5 benchmarks from other devices already show GPU performance climbing as much as 45% over the M4, and the neural engine, the part that actually powers on-device AI, is reportedly hitting up to 3.5 times faster performance. For anyone running local AI models instead of relying on the cloud, that alone could be the entire reason to upgrade. Memory is also expected to see a meaningful jump, with base configurations reportedly starting at 16 gigabytes, effectively doubling what today's entry-level Mac Mini offers. The M5 Pro could reportedly scale as high as 64 gigabytes for heavier workloads. And storage, long one of the biggest complaints about the current Mac Mini, may finally get addressed too, with base storage rumored to double to 512 gigabytes and the Pro model potentially starting at a full terabyte. Add in expected Thunderbolt 5 support across the entire lineup, and you're looking at a machine that finally closes the gaps people have complained about for years. The design itself, though, isn't expected to change. Same compact aluminum body Apple introduced back in 2024, and honestly, why fix what isn't broken? Now for the part that's a little less thrilling. Reports suggest the base M5 could start somewhere between $699 and $799, up from the current $599 entry point. And the M5 Pro configuration is rumored to land between $1,299 and $1,399 depending on storage. That increase reportedly isn't unique to the Mac Mini either. It's tied to rising memory and storage costs hitting Apple's entire lineup this year. So the real question becomes whether the performance gains actually justify paying more for it. If these reports hold up, the Mac Mini M5 could be one of the biggest desktop upgrades Apple has released in years, but you'll likely be paying a premium to get there. Would you pay more for nearly triple the AI performance, or were you happier with the old pricing? Let me know in the comments. Drop a like if you're excited for this one, and subscribe so you don't miss the moment Apple actually confirms it.